All right, ladies, I am back. I want to do another quick video about what we've been talking about from the last video I just put out, which is about how the government controls your food, and they don't care about what's in the food. They allow as many bad ingredients, chemicals as possible. They don't care, and they pass laws behind your back to keep this stuff inside your foods that cause obesity. It's a system that is going on. It's a system of creating disease and obesity. And we talked about two words that I want everybody to start looking at, which is monosodium glutamate and high fructose corn syrup. We've been talking mostly about the monosodium glutamate and how they changed the words. And now we're going to add on high fructose corn syrup because this is bad news too. Not good. The two biggest culprits are Pepsi and Coca-Cola. They are not the only. There are thousands of people who are putting in high fructose corn syrup in their products. But nobody sells more than Coca-Cola and Pepsi. It's all in your fast foods, all in your restaurants. It is basically the number one products that have high fructose corn syrup that you see every day. It's very interesting because one's red and one's blue, right? Republicans, Democrats. Is that a coincidence? Interesting. Well, let's look at the ingredients. Not much difference. Like I said, there's not much difference in Democrats and Republicans. Not much difference in Pepsi and Coca-Cola at all. Let's first look at Coca-Cola. All right, the first ingredient there is carbonated water. Then there's your high fructose corn syrup. Caramel color, phosphoric acid, natural flavors, caffeine. All right, let's now look at Pepsi. They also basically the same ingredients. It says carbonated water, high fructose corn syrup, caramel color. Now Pepsi adds in sugar. Phosphoric acid is the same, caffeine's the same, but they also add in citric acid, which we've been talking about in the other products that we go over. We keep seeing the citric acid too. So the only difference in Pepsi is they're adding sugar and citric acid. That's the only difference in the two. So I mean, I guess I've been told that Pepsi has a little more of a tartar taste. I don't know. Maybe that's because of the added citric acid that they're putting in there, which gives products a tart taste. All right, very similar. So this high fructose corn syrup, we're going to be talking about this a lot because I want you to go to the store and I want you to look for high fructose corn syrup in the stores, because high fructose corn syrup is not in nature. It's synthetically produced in a laboratory. It comes from corn, and it's not in nature, so you can't find it in fruits nowhere. It's synthetic. And somebody went to the Pepsi and Coca-Cola back in the 1980s and 70s. It was kind of getting introduced, and said it's cheaper to put high fructose corn syrup than it is with sugar. So it's really it's always money. It's cheaper, but what does it do to you? All you have to do is take your phone and type it in. But I'll give you a few things you won't find. The one thing you won't find, and won't talk to you about, is that it makes you feel less full. So you don't feel full. So when you drink it, your feeling of fullness goes away. You can eat more food. That's the one thing that they love about it. Because as we go along, I'm going to teach you how it's really brain control, the communication from your brain to the stomach. That's what they're trying to control, so that you eat more. And diabetes. Diabetes is, high fructose corn syrup is just, there's so many studies on how it causes diabetes, but we're going to get into that a little more. It's a little more technical. So we're just going to leave that alone right now. So this high fructose corn syrup is banned in other countries. They do not allow it in other countries. It is in the United States. Your government allows this. They call them the FDA. The FDA is really not the government. They're just employed. The government employs them to investigate foods. So they can really do what they want to do. They don't really have that bigger regulations at all. Everybody's just doing what they want to do. They know that high fructose corn syrup causes diabetes. They know this. They're not stupid. They know it causes obesity. They know what it's doing. They know they shouldn't have it in these foods in here, but they do it anyway. Everybody understand that? So one of the videos I put out that a lot of you seem to like is the one that I said black women went out overweight in the 30s, 40s, 50s. And one lady left me a comment and says, well, where are you going with this? That's the problem. Where am I going with this? I'm showing you. We weren't eating this stuff in the 30s, 40s, and 50s. In 60s, it wasn't in the food. You with me? Monosodium glutamate and high fructose corn syrup was just getting going. That's why you weren't overweight. So some people say, well, there was big black women back then. I couldn't even find any big black women looking at pictures. Couldn't find them. Could not look. I'll show. Look at it right here. I couldn't find any of people overweight. Obviously, there was always some big mamas. And there were no gyms. People were walking, working in the garden. And here comes Pepsi and Coca-Cola, the leaders, the blue and the red, our parties. And now look, everybody's walking around overweight. And it's so easy to get off. All you have to do is stop eating this stuff and it'll come right off. And keep listening to this channel. Download this little program we have. And it ain't that difficult. It's on the playlist right now. You can look at it. Go to the playlist. How to lose 20 pounds in 30 days. I'm showing you the problem. I'm just showing you the problems here. You didn't create it. You're just following what they're doing. You're buying the products. You're not doing it. It's not your fault. Just keeping this soda out of the house that's almost half the battle. Before we go, let me show you a quick picture of my two daughters. They're in their mid-20s. And the main thing in the house was no soda and keeping away from fast food. They're under 120 pounds. The one on the left there, she's almost 30 years old. The other one's in her mid-20s. I mean, I'm saying it works. All right? So everybody, there it is. Lose 20 pounds in 30 days.com. Just go there, order it. You can talk with me. You get a free consultation. I'm pushing it. But I'm pushing you guys knowing what the heck is going on with our foods. Monosodium glutamate, high fructose corn syrup. Look for it. All right? See you on the next video. Enjoy your blessings. I'm out.